y'all need to watch under y'all damn nuts.
This is Squeal. I'm Andy. Welcome. Tonight I'm joined by John Richards, Gillian Bartlett, and the gorgeous Dean Arcuri.
Oh, stop it.
We are talking pets, and the reason we're talking pets is I've got a pet story right in my head.
Go on, tell us.
My dad's from the country, and when we were little, we had a pet horse for a while, even though we lived in the suburbs, and we had a pet sheep.
Isn't a pet horse called a pony?
Pet sheep?
Yeah.
Did you shave it?
No.
Shear it?
No, it didn't live for sort of that long.
Did they have names?
Yeah, our horse was Squeaky, and our sheep was Des Tuddenham, and Des Tuddenham was a Collingwood football player. Right? And
that died. It's just more questions.
Our sheep died, and my mum rang my dad at work, and my dad was out of his office, and so she left a message saying Des Tuddenham died.
Oh.
And my dad got back to the office, and there's no one there, and the door's locked, and he goes in and gets to his desk, and there's a note saying, your wife rang to say Des Tuddenham died, and we've all gone to the pub to have a few drinks for him.
That's a beautiful story.
And did he think that it was the footballer? Is that the story?
He knew it was. My dad knew it was the sheep immediately, but everyone else thought it was the footballer.
I'm
yes.
with you.
Did you eat the sheep or the football?
No.
Anyway, what was your story?
So it's like, we've got a topic about that story, something about pets. I want to throw something out there. Isn't it easier to name a pet than it is to name a child?
Yes.
Yeah, but pet names always better.
I had a cat named Resna. Just think about real people. He was a rescue cat, and at first, of course, I wanted to call him Lord Aberdeen, which I think is a great name for a cat.
Super cat. In my mind now, he's
what about Ripley from Alien?
Well, no, because he was a rescue cat, we eventually realised the only noise that he responded to was eh. Because whatever his name had been in his past life had an eh in it. So we called him Trent for a bit, and that became Reznor after Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, and then became Resna. But the point is that eventually I got so used to my cat being Resna that when Trent Reznor came on tour, I thought, that's weird, we got a cat named Resna. That's a cat name.
Pets for me are like plants. I can't seem to keep them alive. So I look after other people's, but don't own any of my own.
But you're not looking after them. How can you be looking
I look after
after them?
it's like babysitting. I'm great. I'm the gunkle. I'm the one that steps in, makes life fun, and then leaves the cleaning up to the parents. That's the way that I make it go. But it's like with plants. When I have my own, it's like, look, you've got to fend for yourself. I'm going out.
See, I've reached this weird point in my life now where my cat is now, she's 10 years old, which apparently is 60 in cat years. And it's got that weird thing to go, wow, I've had you for quite a large chunk of my life, cat. I don't even like you that much. And she now has this thyroid problem. So we now have to give her pills twice a day, which is hilarious. But we can choose to irradiate her, which is a thing that they do.
Wait,
I've seen it on Star Trek.
Because we talk science fiction.
Yeah.
Is this like put the cat down, or is this
you'll see a skeleton
giving her mutant powers? I mean, that's my hope. My hope is that
and this is the rescue cat, right? So it's like a double whammy.
Yeah. I hate to disappoint you. I don't think that she's going to turn into.
She came from the lost dogs.
No, I believe this. Let's crowdfund it to give you radiation.
I hadn't thought about crowdfunding. That's good. Yeah. No, but that's the thing is they irradiate the cat's thyroid, and then it has to stay over for like a week because it's radioactive. Your cat will actually be radioactive.
Hey,
how are we not doing this?
I know.
This is great.
And she'll come out with like powers and can beams from her eyes and can fly and stuff. Yeah. Hopefully she won't be evil.
My mother had that treatment.
With a name like that.
Did they have to keep her in a cattery for a week?
And then she had powers out of her eyes. She could fly, claws, everything.
For only a week.
This is the insane thing. Apparently the medication my cat is now on is the same thing that humans take. And in fact, if I get a prescription taken to a chemist, it will be cheaper than getting it from the vet.
That's budgeting.
Yeah. When I got my dog from the kennel, he had kennel cough, and the vet said, get him, I can't remember what, decongestant, not a expectorant, but get a decongestant for his cough. And I said, okay, I'll go to the vet. No, just go to the chemist and get a decongestant. And I said, you're kidding. So I went to the chemist and said, I want some cough mixture for my dog. And they said, oh, really? And I said, look, the vet said so. And they said, well, what flavour? And I said, tuna. They said, no, there's orange or strawberry or something. So.
What was the best option for the dog? Like, I feel like strawberry would be a mistake.
Orange didn't work. I even put it on treats and he just...
The whole vet thing that was so expensive, we were thinking about trying to dress our cat up as a human and take her to the local GP and just say that she had a problem.
There's a line you have to draw.
I think they might have...
I
think they wouldn't have seen the cat, but they might have kept you behind.
She doesn't speak English very well. Are you a pet person?
Oh, Please, I am. I was waiting for it to get interesting. Didn't happen. So let's go. No, but I think, cats. I've done cats. I'll go back to cats perhaps when I'm a little bit older, but now I'm sort of active and able. Dogs are my thing.
Dogs are great.
Dogs are good.
But too much responsibility for you, my friend.
No. Well, I'm busy all the time. So my sister has a dog and lives below me in an apartment. My parents have a dog and they live beside me. So I'm constantly looking after 2 dogs, and it's great. But the dogs have learnt that Dean doesn't share his food. So if you want something, I'll put it in a bowl for you. But when I'm eating something, like with children, don't come near me.
You've never left home.
Well, no, Dean.
No, I've left home.
Dean lives in it's a 1970s sitcom that Dean lives in. It is bizarre. There is a family business on the bottom, and then all the family is stacked into apartments.
We each have different apartments, and everyone thinks it's crazy because you're like,
crazy. It's
no,
weird.
It's not, because they're like, you never get away from your family. I'm like, but I do. I lock the door. It's really simple.
But you would be able to do that if you lived in the same house, wouldn't you? Go to your room and you'd lock your door.
No, but I lock the entire house.
Okay.
But if you bring someone home, does your whole family see them as they're leaving?
No, it's an apartment complex.
They know.
This is I do not live in Melrose Place. We're not all looking out the windows at each other.
Your house.
It's an apartment. If only there was a pool. And an explosion and Kimberly ripping off her wig. But it's
exactly
not
your
that
house.
bad. And do they see it if I bring people home?
Yes.
Yes, and if they don't like it, move out. I don't care that you're retiring, Mum and Dad. It's not my problem. I'm bringing back trade.
But I think in this world where so many more of us are single, a dog is necessary. And in fact, if you do the ticking thing and you go, what does my dog bring me? What would a potential partner bring me? The list of the dog goes longer.
The dog outscores it. But a dog's a commitment. You can't just...
So's a partner. Have you heard?
Exactly. And you know what? I think when looking for a partner, I put more emphasis on people who have dogs, not pets. Dogs, because cats, I'm like, oh, you're one of those people. Sorry, John.
I am one of those people.
It's just, if there's people that, when people are like, oh, they like pets, I don't like pets. I'm like, how do you not like any pets? How is that a rule?
I don't trust them.
If they're a dog
Don't trust
person,
them.
and it's like, well, you have a caring nature, you care about someone that's not yourself, you're a person that'll look after me.
You will pick up poo
Not a
in a
cat,
plastic
but
bag.
But dogs are like, oh, I love you. I love you. No, cats, there's some effort there. Someone who's into cats means they will put some effort into your
reason you
terrible,
like cats
terrible behaviour.
it's the mental manipulation, it's the psychological warfare. That's why you enjoy cat.
it's
And
awesome.
I'm like, no, if that's going to happen, I'm just going to lock you in a room. You're Anne Frank, that's what's going to happen.
You can do that too if you like.
Your pet's Anne Frank?
No,
your partner?
pets. This is why pets like plants. I'll look after other people.
Yes, well, what he does is he dobs them into the Nazis, I think is what he's saying.
Yeah, I think that's what you're saying.
The gas chamber.
We said when we started this we would go Nazi at some point, and there we go. We got there.
I think it's time to end. Thank you. We've had a great time on Squeal. We'll see you next time.